and he annoys the fuck out of me.
I can't stand a motherfucker that got a junkie.
Easy to see that you're fitter. I am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you over cause you let him. Fuck, girl, I guess he didn't know any better. Hood pussy bad, man, I didn't show any.
Oh shit, it's another hit. Get up on it.
Welcome back to Drunken Talk, you guys. So, before we get started, if you're over the age of 21, go ahead and grab your drinks. Cheers to you. But if you're not, go get your apple juice, go get your water, go get whatever makes you feel comfortable to feel like you're a part of this episode. And again, in this episode, I am sorry, you guys, but I am not drinking. I'm going to be on water. So, cheers. Let's go ahead and get. All right, y'all. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 11 premiere. I feel like MTV is doing their thing. I watched the first 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and I enjoyed it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, season 10, A and B, I'm sorry VH1, what the fuck was y'all doing? I was not watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It would come on and I would miss it and I would not go back and watch it. I think last season I watched, 1 episode. I feel like the story said it ran out last season. Same thing I feel like with Basketball Wives. Like, y'all gonna really need to move to a whole different channel to get that kick of fresh energy and restart. I don't think that has worked for Love and Hip Hop because ain't no way Love and Hip Hop season 10 was so boring, but 11 is more interesting. Maybe because they have new people coming in, new stories, and they're kind of trying to go back to their original concept of Love and Hip Hop. Instead of just constantly bringing back the same people, we already know this fucking story. I love Sierra, but every season it seems like she's getting her a new man. Maybe we gotta work on loving us first. I watched her YouTube videos. She also said she is right now focusing on loving herself, finding peace within before she goes look for another relationship. And hopefully she do, because I don't want to see her with no more BK Brascos. No more Erics. Maybe give her another Eric, but somebody that's going to be like match her energy more. Because like he said, he was young. He came in here and not knowing very much, a lot about a family dynamic. Like having kids in the household, I'm going to say. But I feel like, oh no, when they gave Rashida that hot mic moment with her talking shit, I said no. Not they caught Rashida. Not the boss chick in the corner talking shit with Erica. I said, a lot of people was like, that's a Real Housewives moment. I was like, that really is, because anytime they have a hot mic on Real Housewives, they always catch it. Well, what's that Nene going in on Kenya? Or what's that Kenya going in on Nene? Whoever it was, back in season 12. Like, Real Housewives have a lot of mic drop moments. I feel like, let's also talk about reality TV. Because I feel like I mentioned this before. We're going to talk about baddies. I like baddies. I'm not in denial. I like baddies. I like bad boys. So we're going to talk about those 2. Okay, so let's go to baddies. In my opinion.
I'm saying it in my opinion.
Okay? I don't care how y'all feel. This is how I feel. I feel like Baddies West was a missed opportunity. And the reason I say this is the cast of Baddies West didn't go as hard as Baddies South did. Like, I feel like Baddies South had the entertainment, they had the great highlights. Like, they really stayed in the house and got to know each other. And yes, Baddies West had its good moments. And they had its, like, boring moments. But personally, for me, I feel like Baddies West was not my favorite Baddies. I would rather pick Baddies ATL before Baddies West. Even though Tommy, Sunny, and them was on it, I didn't really feel like Baddies West, like, really brought a lot of attention. Like, it had good moments. It had, like, but the cast really didn't hold their own weight, like, in my opinion, like I feel Baddies South did. Like Sway, Nat, Slim, everybody on Baddies South played some part in it. And how great it turned out. I can't wait to see what Baddies West numbers did, because I feel like it did good. I watched it every week. I'm not gonna lie, I watched it. One thing I'm gonna do on the Sundays, I'm going to Zeus and I'm going to Now That's TV. I'm giving out one fuck. I'm gonna be on there. So then it became to the point where it's just like, I finished Baddies West, but I liked it in their finale episode when they went to like Carnival. I feel like that was good. The reunion was boring as fuck to me. I feel like I anticipated Baddies West reunion to be like Baddies South. That's what I wanted. I wanted Baddies West reunion to be like Baddies South. Just pop off. No. They popped off. Had some dialogue, then pop off. I don't think they had no real dialogue. Bad Boys. I don't want to say I like every bad boy. I feel like Adonis came in as a replacement. He came in with that Big Bang energy. Like, guarantee Big Bang was in it. But the way Adonis came in, he had to fight how many different niggas? He fought Chef D. Did he fight 3 or 2? I don't know. I know he fought Chef D in Mo City. Adonis had to hold his own weight, and he came in and just punching. I feel like that was cool. And I feel like at some moments, I feel like I like Chef D, but then he annoys stuff. Fuck out of me. I'm like, this one minute he can be real cool. It's like you pop off for no reason. Like, who did he pop off on the first time? No, when he kept trying to go after Carry On, man, you know Carry On don't want to fight. You already intimidate Carry On because you much taller than his ass. Ain't much else Carry On gonna want to do with you, man. Go ahead, dap it up. Hopefully Carry On get that man his damn money. Because I'm not mad that you kept attacking because you want your money. It's more like you keep going at it with him. But even at the episode when it was outside the house, I feel like Carry On tried to get his one up. Like, you need that moment to be like, yeah, let me go ahead and redeem myself from you running around your ass. But then I also like how Carry On really got into it. Because I like those two. Like, as OGs, I feel like they had a misunderstanding, but they bumped heads a little. But hopefully they get that back on track. I know Relly is more friends with Prince right now. Alright, y'all, so let's talk about it because, you know, it's now that the heat has died down from the Jocelyn and Big Lex situation. I just want to ask people, how do y'all feel about fighting in public? Like, and from the viewpoint that I've seen from the clips on the blogs, I'm not going to say I'm mad with Jocelyn. I'm not mad with Big Lex about fighting in public. I'm more mad about the people jumping in on the situation. Like,
I can't stand a motherfucker that gotta jump in.
Because at what point, if you can't stand on your fucking own, you should be by yourself. If you can't stand on your own, don't try to fight nobody. Like, even though they say there's no rules in fighting, at the end of the day, like, let's be real. If you from the hood, why the fuck are you jumping? Like, I didn't like that Melissa jumped in. I didn't like that that boy jumped in. Then there was a video also surfaced of after he jumped in on Big Lex and Jocelyn fight, niggas chased him down the fucking hallway and you ran in the room and hid behind security. But you were cool with fucking Superman kicking Big Lex and fucking hitting a woman, but when niggas came to chase you, your ass ran. What the fuck they do that? I don't give a fuck. First of all, why y'all wouldn't let Jocelyn and Big Lex just go hit up? Let them do what they gotta do, get their anger off. Let the best man win, shake hands, and go about their day. Then that's female business. You should never jump in. And Melissa, for you to be a female that want to be considered a nigga, you should not be jumping in no damn fight. That has nothing to do with you. You may have a pussy between your legs, but you carry yourself like a man. You dress like a man, so you should not be hitting on a female who's carrying herself like a female. And I just don't like it. Like, I don't. In it, I feel like jumping is the most funniest shit that you can ever do to somebody. And we gonna keep it 100. Like, that shit is weak as fuck. Like, it took how many? It was like a whole bunch of y'all jumping on this lady at once. And I'm not even mad that she called the police. Because bitch jumped me, I'm calling the police. We can go one-on-one, win, lose, or draw. But if you jump me, I'm calling the police. I need my money. All I hear is ching, 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 ching. Give me my money because you just jumped me. Bitch, if you think you're gonna publicly embarrass me by jumping me, I'm gonna public embarrass you by breaking them pockets. So I don't feel bad that Big Lex sued her. I don't. But Jocelyn had the nice mugshot. She's selling the mugshot shirts. I can't wait to see the Cabaret season 4. I can't wait to see Baddies Collection season 3. Because I feel like, let me say this. Okay, Jocelyn, you got all this pressure. And I love Jocelyn. Don't get me wrong. You got all this pressure for Lex. Guarantee Lex did interviews and she was popping her shit. But that's what you do when the notoriety is right there, you pop your shit. After she popped her shit and that all died down after the reunion, Lex gave you your praise. She was like, yeah, appreciate Jocelyn. She called you Jocelyn. She didn't call you out your name. But my thing is, you popped on Lex. But why the fuck you ain't popped on Miss Natural? Why is Miss Natural back for season 4? But you popped on Lex? I thought you were the one just saying you were on growth and prosperity on that interview with Nore. I want to say his name, Nori. He was in a rap group and he was on season 3 of Miami. And he was on Marriage Boot Camp with, I want to say what's that with Johnson. Yeah. So I'm just like, why you pop on Miss Natural? Like, that's what I want. 2 Scorpios go at it. I don't see her and Miss Natural go at it. But you let the beef with Natural go and let her back in your show. But you didn't let Lex. Oh, guarantee I don't know what the hell happened. But I feel like after what? It was like 2 years. That shit should have been dead. Well, no. I ain't gonna bite my tongue and contradict myself because, you know, if motherfuckers tell me it's beef forever. Like Cardi B said, forever. But, so I understand why Johnson may have failed some type of way. But I feel like it should have just been like a one-on-one. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on the situation. And I don't fuck what nobody think. Alright, so we're gonna close this off with talking about the submarine. You know, my condolences to the families that have lost their loved ones of the 5 people. You know, I feel like some things just need to be like left unknown. So when it comes to the whole figuring out seeing the Titanic wreckage, I feel like to me it's not that serious. And maybe because I don't care to go underwater because I can't swim. I feel like it's not that serious to see the underwater. It's not that serious to see the Titanic because we all know it happened. We all heard the stories. We all know the Titanic is still down there. I don't think that people should actually... I'm trying to be very mindful of my words because people did lose their lives. And I feel like it was a reckless decision to go underwater, to go see the wreckage after that. They said a couple years before, a month, I can't remember, that the submarine barely made it back. If it barely made it back the first time, you should have just sent like a robot down there and tested out the new submarine before you put other people inside. Before other people are able to go down here and look at the bottom of the ocean, put a robot in it. The submarine don't come back and the robot explodes. So fucking what? It's a robot. Let a robot go down there and do that first. Before you put a human down there, let a human go, put a robot down there. Because you can replace a robot, but you cannot replace a life. You know, I read on the Shade Room that the aunt was like her nephew, the son of the man that was down there. He was already nervous about going, and I feel like he only did it to appeal to his father because it was done on Father's Day. Me personally, I'm sorry. Maybe I don't have a heart because I was somebody that fuck you. I'm not going down no underwater with you. If I can't stand in it, if it can't stop right here or right here, I don't need to be under it. I don't need to see the ocean that much. You may be an ocean explorer, but I'm trying to figure out who I am. I ain't going down here with you. I feel like, you know, let's pray for these people. Let's pray for their families because that's a lot. They paid, what, $250,000 a person to go down there? It's over $1 million. Guaranteed there was billionaires, but damn. Is it really that worth it to see the Titanic? And then I'm also trying to figure out if the news keeps saying it, what do they call it? Imploded? We're going to call it exploded just because I feel like that's a better vocabulary for it. If it exploded at the bottom by the wreckage, how the hell did y'all hear knocking? That's what I want to know. How did y'all hear knocking if it had already exploded? Because that's the only thing that my head's been trying to wrap around the whole time when reading about it. It's like if y'all said it exploded, how did y'all know they had 40 hours left if it had already exploded? That's what I want to know. If it had already exploded, how y'all knew they had 40 hours? How you knew it was knocking? Like, who antennas is saying this information? You know, I'm trying to figure it out. Because if they already exploded, you would not have heard knocking. And my mom got into an argument about this the other day. She was like, well, it was yesterday. No. Day before yesterday. She was like, if it exploded by the Titanic, don't you think it should have pushed the Titanic? I was like, nah, I don't think it would have pushed the Titanic because one, she was like, or it would have did some damage. I was like, no, because the metal we have nowadays ain't as strong as the steel we had back then. So we had a whole debate about that, and I was just like, no, I don't see the Titanic moving because of that explosion. Because the Titanic has eroded to the bottom of the sea floor. Because when they tried to lift it up a couple years ago, it wasn't lifting, it wasn't moving. So, Ain't no way that Titanic is moving now because of the little explosion that happened underwater. All that I can see happening is some fishes being stung to death and floating up to the top of the water. And that's where my stance was. Like, if there was an explosion down underwater, don't you think the fishes that was under the water when the explosion happened in that vicinity should have had rose to the top? That was my stance on it. I would love to hear how y'all feel about this whole shipwreck, the Big Legs versus Jocelyn fight. What else did I just say? Oh, my opinions on Love and Hip Hop, Baddies, Bad Boys. Oh, before I even go, we gotta talk about South Central Playboys. Like, I love South Central Playboys. I personally love South Central Playboys. Let's fix the camera. I personally love South Central Playboys and the Academy. I feel like right now, the top 3 shows on Now That's TV is The Academy, South Central Playboys, and season 3. Oh, season 3 of South Central Baddies. Oh, and Deja Vu. Big Lex show was cool too. We won't add her. But those, like my top favorites right now are The Academy and South Central Playboys. When I tell you these niggas be fucking scrapping for no fucking reason, like what the fuck? They be like just throwing hands for like no reason at all. Not me. I don't want to go on TV to fight you. Let me go on TV and read you a couple times and tell you about your ass. I don't want to go on TV and scrap. I just want to go on there and be iconic and make some good ass memories. So if anybody ever cast me for TV, do not cast me. Think you about to get me to be fighter. Only I'm gonna fight you if you really disrespect me. But other than that, you got it. I don't want it. You got it. No beef for me. None at all. I don't want no smoke. I'm trying to be clear of the fire. You got it. I don't want it. I don't. I promise you, I don't want your beef. Your pressure can stay with you because I don't want that pressure. But I feel like even with the Academy, like Lacey and Monty, when they fought Heaven, and Lacey left Heaven leaking, I said, fuck. I'm like, Heaven, stop trying to fight these motherfucking girls because you see what Pink did to you last time? When she said, come on. Bitch, you was on the float. Like, let's just stop scrapping. Use your words. I feel like Sapphire had a great concept. So, y'all go fuck with the Academy. I've been trying to put Jessica onto the fucking Academy, and this bitch don't want to watch the Academy. I'm like, bitch, you gotta watch the Academy. Like, you like South Central Baddies, you gotta watch the Academy and get into it. This bitch talking about she can't get into the Academy or Deja Vu. I'm like, bitch, I done gave you my, Now That's TV. Get on there and go watch it. Cause we tried to figure it out. Thank y'all for getting drunk with me. Even though I am sober and smiling, I have a few errands I have to run. So I'm getting ready to check out with you guys. So until the next video, y'all know I watch Casey Connection too much because I love the way she in her videos. But like I was saying, until the next video, until the next Drunken Talk, get you some drinks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Hit your post notification bell so that you're notified every time I drop another Drunken Talk, another story time, and any other videos that come to mind. Until then, see ya.